So I just want to So I just want to ago the 26 students about a week ago, really it should have arrived this week, but it's nice to have about a week ago, really it should have arrived this week, but it's nice to have two singing weekends because this is a special weekend that is called the weekend of singing. Tu B'Shvat takes place. It almost always coincides. And there is a tradition, of course, within the Jewish tradition, that this week in the study center in the Beit Midrash, a Torah, a beautiful week in the study center in the Beit Midrash, a Torah, a beautiful Torah from the great-grandson of the Baal Shem Tov, the founder of the Hasidic movement, who said that when you pray, they add to your prayer. So there's a lot of singing going on this weekend. For Shabbat Shirah, the special Shabbat of song, is rooted in the famous song, the most famous song in the Torah that we'll be reading tomorrow morning. It's a song that is, before Marley's redemption song or freedom song, there was this song. This was the song. As the Israelites are leaving Egypt, Vahi b'shalach paro et ha'am, they take the long, circuitous route. God knows that they're afraid, and if they see war, they'll go back the other way. And so they make their way, and they camp by the Yam Suf, the Reed Sea. Right, jokers to the left of me, Yam Suf in front of me, Egyptians behind me. The Egyptians catch up, and they are scared. And in what should be another sermon, so I don't want to distract you, but you'll see all three stages of PTSD happening for the Israelites. They are ready to fight. They went out ready to fight. They were also fleeing, vayivrach, they're running away. And now they have the third and most dangerous stage of PTSD, which is freezing. They freeze, and they begin to pray to God. And God says to Moses, don't tell them to pray. Now's not the time for prayer, my friends. Now you have to go. And so they go into the Reed Sea, and it opens, and they make their way through, and we all know the story. And then they burst out in song, and that is the song we sing every day in liturgy, and especially tomorrow morning we'll read the actual song of the sea here in Shul. And it begins with this mysterious line, Az yashir Moshe uvnei Yisrael et hashira zot ladonai, vayomru le'mor. And then Moses sang, Az, A-Z, can all say that? Az, 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 Yashir. Can you say that? Yashir. Az Yashir Moshe. Az Yashir Moshe. Okay, you can stop now. And then Moses sang a song, but the grammatical form is problematic. It's true that it means, and then he burst out in song, but more often than not, when you hear the word Az, like in the psalm that we sing traditionally before Birkat HaMazon, before benching, we say, Az Yimalei Sichok Pinu. Az means, and then it will be. It's a future tense, and then it will be. Az Yimalei. Then our mouths will be filled with laughter, says the psalmist. And here too, Az Yashir, more. Share one. From the Kedushat Levi, from Levi Yitzchak of Berdichev. Share one. From the Kedushat Levi, from Levi Yitzchak of Berdichev. The Berdichever says very, very beautifully here that the future tense here is actually not future, but another form, which is mitpa'el. It's to cause another. It's causative. And he says that Az Yashir Moshe Uvenei Yisrael Ashira Azot means, and then Moses and the Israelites sang this song, or will sing this song, is this. And here are his words, if I can find it. He says that the real sing, and then Moses caused to sing, and then Moses caused to sing, Israel Tashirazot, and then Ladonai, Israel Tashirazot, and then Ladonai for God, Ladonai for God, Ladonai for God. Vayomru lemor, and they said to God, now you sing. Az Yashir Moshe, and then Moses, Yashir, will cause to sing. And they ask God, now that we're singing, God, you sing. What does it mean to sing a song that then invites others to sing a song? What does it mean to sing for God's sake? Sing for God's sake. To sing for God's sake is at least twofold, maybe more. To sing for God's sake means that when you sing your song, the only song that you can sing, the only song that you were meant to sing, the only song that is your song, and it doesn't have to be melodious or harmonic or in perfect pitch. It doesn't have to be Nigun from the shtetl, or it doesn't have to be Adele. It can be the song that is the natural, obstructive of you voice. When that's you, then invite others. So many voice. When that's you, then invite others. You then invite others. So many of us grow up in thinking that if I sing this, if I tell the truth, it means that sang were invitations. What would it look like if our sang were invitations? What would it look like if our being was a being that said, I want to invite you to sing your song. Now watch me, I'm going to sing mine. What would the world look like if that was even the muted God, says Moshe, you sing, God. You sing, and purpose is behind all of this. And purpose is behind all of this, but we're going to sing our song. We're going to invite that. That's what it is to sing a song. That's one level. My destiny, what it is that I'm bringing to the world is that I'm inviting that strength in others. I had the good fortune this past. So I said to him, my friend, what do you do with your days? And then they asked me if I wouldn't mind supporting that person to go to school. And then they asked me if I wouldn't mind supporting that person to go to school. I said, and so he started mentoring this one person, mentoring 5 days a week. That's what he does. He wakes up and he mentors. The song of creation, the song of me, the song of creation, the song of me this week, and of creation, the song of me this week, song of creation, the song of me this week. And he said, you know, David, what do you think Romemu needs more than anything? And this week, and he said, you know, David, what do you think Romemu needs more than anything? And so I said, well, I don't know. We could probably use a building of our own at some point. In the world, be what the universe will give you. The world, be what the universe will give you. The universe will give you. Now, I don't know, but like... The Kedushas Levi, the Levi Yitzchak Berdichev says that Moshe and Israel are singing a song that will cause song to happen. Sing and they will join you. If you sing it, they will come. If you say it, it will go. If you sing this, which what would it look like for me and for you? What would it look like for me and for you? What would it be like for all of us? God is spirit, universe, goddess, spirit, universe, consciousness, being. It's the uncle, the grandfather, any uncle, the grandfather, any image you want. If that presence was whispering in our ear, you have that first moment when a child comes into the world. That first scream is the most beautiful. The song. That first moment when a child comes into the world. That first scream is the most beautiful song of the eros, yearning, the desire of all worlds to bring forth the man. And to give that klek, yearning for freedom. Every human shoe that I'm wearing doesn't fit the soul of my. If we not only remember that for ourselves, but asked others, how can I be a witness for your song to come forth? Az yashir Moshe v'nei Yisrael shira l'Adonai. And the last thing I'll say on this little interpretation from the Kedushas Levi, from the Berditchever. It's not about you when it's you. When it's you, it's not about you. When it's me, it's not about me. I'm singing the song of my soul, not because of me, but because when a soul doesn't sing its song, the world is made poorer. When a soul doesn't sing its song, when souls are unable to find that support that they need to breathe, to sing, to sound, the God field is reduced. Divinity is impoverished. We are made less. Az yashir Moshe ovnei Yisrael l'shira zot l'Adonai daika, for God. For you, Dvar, and for you, Yehud. That many of you are probably thinking, when is he going to say that one? And here it is. You're playing small, right? You're playing small, right? You're playing small measure. Our light measure. Our light, it is our light, not measure. Our light, it is our light, not our darkness that most frightens us. You're frightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. For traditions. For religious traditions to sometimes feel that interfaith dialogue means I have to pull back and let's meet in fullness of song. Let's meet in fullness of song. It happens politically, it happens in this country. Perhaps maybe the reason why Bernie and Donald, with all of their radical differences and important distinctions, most attractive about them is one of them would pull more punches, but there's someone who feels freedom to sing their. Bless all of you on this Shabbat of song. To sing, for God's sake, sing. And sing, and others will sing too. Please rise.